Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. I know a lot of you think of me as a glue aficionado or whatever, but I do a really quick one. I picked up this kit at Hobby Lobby recently, and it's one of those, the price seems too good to be true. What this is CA glue or super glue, and you get, they call it, this is 4.5 ounces of the glue, and it doesn't really say a viscosity, but I'm going to go with it's kind of like your medium to thick, and a 16.9 ounce aerosol activator, and this pack goes for $12 combined, and that's pretty cheap. I use a lot of CA glue. I am a little particular to it. I've had a few brands that just they don't stick very well. They require an accelerator to work. Maybe their glue tips aren't great. Over time, maybe they get clogged, and that's something we can't necessarily tell here is the shelf life of it. But I'm going to do some real quick tests with this, see what we think about it, and see if it's worth the $12. So let's get zoomed in. We'll take a little bit closer look at it. I'm going to try it on a few materials. Alright, so we've got the accelerator here, and it's a big aerosol can. That might be a little awkward using it, but what I do like is they have this straw, and the thing that is sometimes frustrating with certain applicators is you'll get a really wide spray, and depending on what this is made of, and this is probably made of some form of acetone, it will fog up certain parts, so you might not want to have it kind of all over. So having this little nozzle in here will hopefully help keep that a little more contained. So assuming we can get that in there right. I'm always worried I'm going to like spray this stuff when I push these in. Well, that might be a negative. I can't seem to get this to stick in there very well. That's no fun. Okay, well, guess we'll have to see how it works. The bottle itself, I don't know if you can see that, the viscosity of it. It's not like water, so I would say, so this is another brand, and you kind of see in there it's very much like water. This is a thin variant, and it will flow. That's meant to kind of have capillary action and suck into a joint. This is more of like a gap filling kind of look to it. So it does have a screw-on cap on the inside. It doesn't look like there's a pin. Oh, there is a small plastic pin in there. The idea is that sits down in there and helps that not to clog, so it's nice to see that. However, this is a very unique design. You're not going to find easy replacement tips. I didn't check to see if Hobby Lobby has replacement tips for these, but that is one thing that over time it's almost inevitable that glue is going to get clogged up. All right, so there's no seal. On the inside you could pass something through, so sometimes I'll take, if it really gets clogged up, I'll take like a wire, push it down there to unclog it. Tip for this though, keep it in a sealed container. So like if you have a mason jar that you can put your bottle of glue in, that will help, because it's the moisture in the air that tends to make it cure and get hard early. Or sticking it in your fridge, that tends to be lower humidity content as well. But generally don't buy more than you know you can use before it goes bad. We have a few just random pieces of material. So I've got some wood here. I want to see, does it stick down? Let's see, how well does it bead? So if can I run a bead on here? Do I need to maybe poke a hole in the cap first? Let's see if that's the case. I'm just going to take a pin. Yeah, I don't know if it was glue or if there was something in there, but I felt a little resistance. All right. Still not good. Let's see if we can force whatever's in there out. Okay. All right. Well, it's open now. I don't like that it was clogged. I don't know that it was a factory seal or anything, but once again, let's see here. Okay, now we can definitely put a bead down there, and it's not running all over. So that's a good indicator that it's probably more of like a medium to a semi-thick. And then if we push these two parts together, hopefully holding it for about 10 seconds or so, that will start to grab. Now, CA glue is not a overly structural glue. It's a crystalline structure, and it will try to grab a hold of, like, you know, the fibers of the wood and form that crystalline structure. It doesn't do a lot of soaking in like, say, wood glue will, and actually kind of fuse into the fibers very well. It's looking for a roughness, so it tends to work better on items that aren't super smooth. But that is glued together, holding pretty well. I'm actually having to give a fair amount of force to break it. Yep, there we go. So it did grab that veneer pretty well. Gave it a pretty good hold. Didn't have to use accelerator, so that's pretty nice. Let's see here. See if I've got a semi-flat end on one of these. Well, let's just try it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue along here. Once again, that's kind of thick. I like that for this type. I like that it's not going to run, like it's not running down this way. So it's a nice viscosity for these types of things. And we'll just press and hold that, kind of like making a semi I-beam here. Nope, that didn't hold quite that fast, so I was just kind of seeing if it would hold faster than I thought, but we might need to redo this now that I broke it. Alright, I'll let that set up a little bit. Let's just also test, this is balsa, so it's even lighter weight glue. Let's just kind of see here. We'll do cross grain. So I'm not getting a ton of squeeze out, so I didn't use too much of it. Just a little bit on the edges. And that's held already. Yeah, so there, the wood broke before the joint. So seems to have decent holding power right away. Let's take a look at, once again, I'm going to put a bead here. I'm going to use this. Let's hit this with some spray. 5 seconds. Yeah, that works pretty fast. I would say it probably does smell a little bit like acetone, but I'm not getting just a little bit. You're seeing just a little bit of it foaming up there. And whenever you use accelerator, it kind of fast cures it, and it does have a tendency to have a bit of a chemical reaction there. That can frost certain things, and it can cause a little bit of bubbling. It kind of heats really quickly, so you got to be careful about using that. I try not to use it if I don't need to, but when you need a really quick joint, that can work. I sometimes use CA glue in combination with wood glue, so use wood glue for the most of it, but I might put a drop and a drop of CA glue, accelerate on the other side, and that acts as a clamp while the wood glue really cures and sets in. All right, this has had some chance to set up. Now, it did break free fairly easily, leaving that glue there. It's probably because I didn't have a really flat surface, and I also kind of glued it together and broke it free. So definitely want to have a little bit better contact area there and maybe not break it apart while it hasn't cured yet. All right, now this is in the 3D printing section, so I printed out a couple of squares here. And so it's black, and that will show us if it's going to react with the accelerator. So first thing first, let's see how well this will glue up. I'm liking the tip. It gives me a pretty good control, but you see there, we're getting a little bit extra on there. So I do like to have a paper towel on hand, because the more clogged up your glue tip gets, the worse this works. So let's just push this down here, hold it in place. 1, 2, 3. Oh, helps if I can hold it in place better. So I want to see if this is going to fog up on its own. And now I also have smeared some on with a fingerprint. We're probably going to see that for sure. But it's grabbed. It's probably not fully cured yet. So you can kind of see where my finger hit that. there's a little bit of fogged glue. But around the other parts, not too bad. So it will hold PLA together. And I mean, it's not bad. All right, so there's that. Now let's try it with some accelerator on the rough side. So I'm going to put a good amount of glue on there, so we will get some squeeze out. I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of accelerator. Let's put this right in the middle, and that I believe is cured already. So not too bad. We're not getting a lot of extra fogging or hazing on there. Maybe just a little bit on the end there. A touch there. So you can see that when you use the accelerator right along that seam, you get a little bit of hazing. So something to be aware of as you're trying to use that for quick glue joints. But that made a fairly strong joint, almost like micro fillets with the glue kind of filling that corner in. But working pretty well. The whole purpose of this was I needed to glue this little business card jig together for the laser. Went ahead and cut that out, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. Glue on that. And I'm not going to use accelerator because I want to have a couple of seconds here to try to get this in place. And we'll just hold it down for about 5-10 seconds. In place and partially cured. And then we'll be able to use this in the laser shortly. So, and that's grabbed. That is one of the reasons I like having it, is for quick jigs like this. Now here's another tip when working with CA glue: a little bit of wax paper. So just put this down on your workbench, and now if you needed to join two pieces kind of end to end, you could do that. So you're going to get some squeeze out with this, but you don't want to get it all over your workbench. You don't want it to be stuck permanently to your workbench. So you push that in there, and then you let the wood form its bond. It's not going to stick to the wax paper as soon. It will eventually stick to it, so you don't want to leave it there any longer than you need to. But now it's clean on that side. You don't have it stuck to your workbench. Makes a nice way to help kind of prevent things from sticking to what they shouldn't be or messing up your workbench prematurely. But just a quick tip on that. And then when you're done, like I say, I like to clean off the glue nozzle, maybe squirt a little air out of there, and then run a pin down it as well. If you get into the habit of doing this, put your cap on, and then preferably put this in a jar. This stuff will last a lot longer. So people have been asking what I thought of the glue. I bought it a while ago, finally cracked it open, using it. Biggest complaint is that little nozzle on here that didn't seem to want to go in there, so you can't use that. But I didn't feel like it was spraying too wide. Just be careful with this. This can have some undesired results, and can cause things to fog up or heat up a little bit faster. The glue itself, I mean, 4.5 ounces plus the accelerator for $12, really a pretty good deal. I've seen some similar ones where you got to buy it more in bulk, where you get like twice this much, but they're still, I think, around $30 on Amazon. Now they may have a different style cap. I am a little concerned that before I get through this 4.5 ounces, that cap may get kind of clogged up. I'll have to go back to see if Hobby Lobby does have spare caps. A lot of times they will for various glues. So if that's the case, maybe want to pick some of those up. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see how quickly I can go through this, see how long it holds up. I really like the viscosity of it. It's not so thin that it runs everywhere, and that can help you have more of a controlled glue up. And it seems to bond fairly quickly. I didn't have to use the accelerator on a few of the materials, so hey, This is just a very first impressions of it. It's a really good deal, assuming that I get through most of this bottle before it goes bad. And the accelerator too. I mean, heck, I've bought this much glue for $12 or more without the accelerator, so that seems to work. It doesn't seem to fog it up too bad. So as of right now, I'm fairly impressed with it. So if you've got a local Hobby Lobby and want to look for some CA glue, hey, you might want to give this a shot, and might work for you at a pretty good deal. Like I said, just a quick one. Thought I'd jump on here. I know a few people had asked about it, and thought I'd throw it together and give you my thoughts on some cheap Hobby Lobby CA glue. So if you liked it, hit that like button. If you got any questions or comments, leave those down below, and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. I do a lot of workshop tips, a lot of things with lasers, CNCs, and 3D printers, but mostly just sharing random tidbits of information from my workshop to you. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, but most importantly, I hope you get it in your workshop and make something too. We'll catch you next time.